Hi everyone, welcome to my day trading recap. Today I am red $715. Another slow day in the markets. Honestly, like there's nothing else to describe it. Like, of course, I did not trade as well, but the day was super slow. We had nothing to trade. So we had BIYA, but man, trading higher price names. This 7 a.m. push, I didn't even bother, man. And then it was looking pretty nice. I tried to buy somewhere in here, got like $80 of profits. Then I overtraded this little range and lost it all, leaving some more. Then it pushed again. I'm watching it right in here over on my stocks that I'm watching currently for the day. So I'm seeing it and I'm like, I'm not gonna even bother. And then it breaks out, and then what do? I overtrade the backside. Instead of trying to capture some trades in here, which I could have, but I didn't even bother to pull up. I'm overtrading it in here, and of course, I'm losing like $400. Yeah, something like that. Little less than that, but whatever, man. So this was the first loss of the day. And then we had NEXR, which was just, oh my God, it was so bad. It looked like each pop looked like it's going to make some sort of a move and be the runner of the day. Of course, we are talking about 7:30 a.m. So the day is fresh. You're like, okay, maybe this is the stock of the day. And then I'm trying some trades, making some money, and then it flushes down. I'm trying to buy some dips in here. And I didn't make much money in here, so I overtraded it by a bit and lost what I made. So nothing crazy in here. So made like 300, maybe 200, and then lost it all. And then we had which one we had. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, this sticker, man. You can just see the daily and understand what type of stock that is. This is, we all trade and look for low float stocks, right? Like stocks that do not perform so super well if we are talking about like the yearly chart or whatever. Like usually the chart goes down, right? But those specific daily charts are just too much, man. Like infinite dilution, that's just too much, man. Of course we are looking for a 1 day push or whatever, but this is just too much, man. And of course it did it like back in the day, but whatever, man. Those moves are pretty rare, I should say. Like usually those stocks you don't even see them on the daily chart because they pop pre-market for like 10 to 20%, and what by the time market opens on those specific tickers they're already down. Just like today, like you don't even see the pop because it popped all the way to 130, right? Pre-market, but you don't even see it. It's actually gapping down. Those stocks, man. So I didn't try to trade it in here. Didn't take any trade, maybe one trade, which was a small winner. And then when it reclaimed, I'm like, maybe it could trap some shorts. I did try and take some trades. I feel like I have like 10% accuracy on that ticker, right? It was really bad. Yeah, I got like 36%. Shouldn't have traded it. Honestly, it was too obvious to be bad. And then we had this sticker, which I'm trading out of frustration because it's a penny stock and it's a 15-cent stock. And each stock that I'm trading on that specific time frame, so let's say 850, 840, even 915, I'm like, maybe this is the stock of the day. Maybe this is the stock of the day. So maybe I should try a little one more time. So I'm doing it, and I'm actually, honestly, I did manage risk, right? So I didn't lose crazy amounts of money, but while I was always saying, okay, this might be the breakout to make the stock be the stock of the day, each time I tried doing that, like I lost money when I was wrong. So I was not selling for profits. So let's say it popped in here. I'm like, okay, let me not sell, and then it flushes down on me. So it happened a couple of times, nothing crazy. Usually when market is not that dead, it could work, but I was just holding maybe too long, but whatever. I barely had any profits to lose. So I was just trying to manage risk towards the stock of the day, which was actually ZYBT. So it was pretty interesting. So in here, it was trapping and it was like chopping around near $1. So I'm like, maybe it could actually break and do something. Maybe it could break and do something because it had some volume. And of course, I'm walking with the same like thesis and mindset of like, maybe if we get a stock with fresh volume and just a stock that could maybe break some highs and do something, maybe this could be the stock of the day. So I'm applying those theses on ZYBT and it actually did work. But of course, it's end of day and the stock was pretty choppy. So I was not doing crazy size on it, maybe 5, 6, 4,000 shares. I had one trade with 8K, but it was just one trade. It was a break-even trade. So I'm trying to trade it. I'm making like to max, let's say $300 on that specific range. And then it opens, it proves to us that it is going to be the stock of the day. It holds up, holds down, it resumes. I'm like, okay, that's too much. I just wanted it to hold for a bit and I'm buying right in here. So I had 124 entry with like, honestly, man, 1,000 shares, which is nothing for me. Buying 1.24, selling 1.43. So this was a solid gain. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, so it was like, yeah, 15% gain, but it was with no size, so nothing crazy. And then it had tight hold bands, right? It had 15-cent hold bands. Why? Because whenever a stock closes below 75 cents, as you guys can see in here, it closed at 69, right? Where is it? Where is the print to the close? This one, right? Maybe the 1 minute is not showing that, but it was 69. At least that what was my DAS was showing. So it closed below 75 cents. So what it means that it will have a 15-cent hold band. Like limit up, limit down should be 15 cents, and that's it. So even if it went to $5 on some rare occasion, it will just hold every 15 seconds. So what happens with those stickers is whenever they go higher, like let's say above 1.5, 1.8, like the higher they goes, the more frequent the halts, like the hold thresholds. So for me, I'm like, man, you traded it, you made some money, like no money, and it just goes higher and higher and higher. And the more candles the stock has, for at least in my experience in my trading, the less odds for me to make money. So I'm like, bro, just cut it down. You're red 700. You recouped some of the lows. You recouped from 1700 red to 700. So just take it and move on with your life. Live to trade another day. And I'm still up 10K on the month, which is pretty nice, especially when we are talking about this specific market environment. Honestly, today, man, holy, it was super slow, man. That was like, you cannot go slower than that. Of course, we had ZYBT now, which is doing something, but I just don't like them when they push at open. I like to trade pre-markets, especially because of the fills, man. Fills are so weird trading market open for me. So I don't know, man. I guess it's just me. Whatever. Live to trade another day. I am red. I am sad, but gotta hold with the punches. Okay. Today, Lucas is also red $23,000, man. He blew up. Honestly, it was an emotional mistake for him, but whatever, man. As traders, we mess up from time to time. And it is what it is. I mess up far more times than Lucas, but he's a GOAT. We all know that he's a GOAT, but yeah. Trading is risky. My results today are very typical to be red. So please do yourself and for myself a favor and practice in the simulator before you put real money on the line, as Big Papa Ross would have said, and also Ohad would have said. But yeah, catch you guys later. Peace.